Week 5 of the Artist Way stands for New Levels, New Devils. Hey y'all, welcome back to my Artist Way journey. This is week 5. And, okay? I don't even know where to begin, okay? I gotta go through my notes for this, okay? Week 5. This week has been all about possibility and resistance, right? I learned that right when you start expanding, life really starts testing you, okay? And what I mean by that is, like, for me, I just got this download. Like, I just was like, I want to start producing, making my own beats. Like, I'm tired of going to YouTube. I'm tired of the YouTube beats. I'm tired of just looking around. Like, I want to be able to create what I want to hear, what I want for me. And it's just like, who else knows better what I want than me? But I was met with so much resistance. But the synchronicities, okay? The book talk about synchronicities, like, you know, and that stands for like coincidences. This book is magical, you guys. I'm not even gonna lie. The book got me looking at it sideways like, were you written for me? Like, it's just too spot on. Okay, so let's get back into it. But yes, week 5. Recovering a sense of possibility. So week 5 is called Recovering a Sense of Possibility. It's about realizing how much we limit ourselves and how the universe responds when we start believing we can do more. Julia Cameron says, once you open up, synchronicities start showing up, signs that you're on the right path. And y'all, the book didn't lie. The book didn't lie. I went on Instagram, made a post like, who can teach me how to engineer, you know? Some guy that I do not know, I do not even know this guy, commented another guy's Instagram, and I go check out the guy's page, and I'm like, this guy is famous. Like, he has billboard like plaques, you know what I mean? Like, he's not gonna know this little old me. Next thing you know, I messaged the guy, you know what, let me try anyway. The guy responds, y'all, this is the biggest blessing I think I received of 2025 is meeting this guy named Davis, right? This man, Davis, he came to my house, taught me how to make a beat from scratch, like taught me how to use Logic, taught me about BPM, taught me about keys and everything, like how to structure like a song, like, you know, to build a beat, then taught me how to engineer. Like, y'all, if that is not a synchronicity that like I'm on the right path, then I don't know what is, because it's just like you don't find those type of people every day, someone who's gonna like help you with your craft. And it just all happened to be on week 5, okay? The week that it said something like that was gonna happen. So, right? So that was the synchronicity, that was the good thing, right? But you're in for a shock. You're in for it. And this is what I realized with week 5. When you start doing the things that like God has intended for you, or that you're passionate about, or that you start focus, you start shifting your attention, you're going to be met with this thing called resistance. Yeah, right. Y'all, when I say it was just one thing after the other, after the other, after the other, especially because you guys got to remember, I am doing the Artist Way as a mom, okay? I am a newly fresh mom. I am new in the hood, okay? I am new to parenthood. So when I say the resistance was just back to back, okay, so I'll jump in straight into it. So for my Artist Day, okay, I'm not gonna go grab it, it's too heavy. But for my Artist Day, yesterday I took myself to Guitar Center, and I bought a 61 key keyboard because your girl is learning how to play the piano. Yeah. I know, Janaya, what do you mean you playing the piano? Look, ever since like doing the morning pages and doing like the inner work that the book talks about, I realized like as a kid, I was always obsessed with classical music. I was always obsessed with Beethoven. I was always obsessed with the history of it. I played clarinet. I was obsessed with the guitar. You know what I'm saying? Just obsessed with music sound itself. So I'm like, you know what? Let me let me start trying to learn how to like, learn chords and stuff, like to build my own beat. Cause it's like, I already know how to write, I already know how to engineer. I need to learn how to produce. And it's just like, once I learn to produce, because I'm tired of waiting on people, I'm just gonna give myself what I want until like, unless like God has it set up that way to like where I meet them and it connects, then cool. But in the meantime, your girl is going to be working, okay? Your girl is gonna be Dr. Dre, Timbaland, I don't know. Metro! I don't know, but I need a tag. But yeah, so for my artist day, I went to Guitar Center, got me a new keyboard, and y'all, I didn't sleep last night. I stayed up the whole night practicing scales. At first, I like labeled my keyboard. And then once I started closing my eyes, because I was like, if Stevie Wonder and Ray Charles can play the fucking piano with no eyes, then I need to step my game up. So I started practicing with my eyes closed to get a feel of the keyboard and to like really like grow my ear, like really be intentional, like listening. Okay. And I find myself in a new relationship with music that's different than songwriting. Like it feels deeper, like to like play chords and to create these emotions that evoke the lyrics. I feel like I'm just in new territory. I'm scared, I'm overwhelmed, and I'm doing it, but I'm doing it, okay? I'm doing the things that scare me. So week 5 was amazing because I did experience my synchronicity. I met up with a mentor who taught me how to produce and also engineer, very technical. Like we spent 8 hours learning in one day. And it's just like, y'all, he didn't charge me. And I don't even know this person, but this person took time out their day to teach me. Look, I'm telling y'all, like right now, like I'm in the middle of the process. Welcome to the process. This is the process. Like when I find my pocket, like right now, I'm just getting all the gunk out. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting back to creating. But when I tap back in and get into it, it's gonna be a problem. But like with the whole synchronicity and like just how everything is like kind of like just presenting itself slowly and just like in like little ways, it's reminding me that, look, I had to take notes, y'all, because it was a lot. But it's reminding me I'm not crazy for wanting this, and that the universe and God actually listens to you when you're serious about your dream. I was serious about learning how to produce. I was serious about taking my game up another level, learning how to engineer and, mix. And when I became serious and I asked, I received it almost immediately. So I'm like trying to figure out, like, is this what ask and you shall receive mean? I don't know, y'all, but it feels like I'm living in a magical world. Look, I'm sober right now. I promise this book is just, I just can't. Okay. So I know you guys are probably wondering, what am I talking about when I talk about resistance? Resistance, here's an example. So with me having this new aspiration to learn how to produce, right? I get the equipment. But what happens? Here's resistance number 1. I go to connect my laptop to my sister's Wi-Fi. It didn't connect. Any other time my laptop would connect. And I'm just like, okay, this is frustrating. And it started making me very frustrated and angry because it's like, I'm focused, I'm ready to get this connected and go to the next thing. What is this resistance? What's going on? And at first I'm just thinking like, okay, like, or something happened, right? But then I like push through, and next thing you know, I go to buy Logic. Next thing you know, my computer's like, your computer's not up to date. So I'm like, met with another resistance. So now I'm like, okay. Ended up getting the space to upgrade my laptop, right? So now I'm like, yay, now I can get Logic. Now I can learn how to make beats and get cooking. Resistance again. Now I'm like, what the fuck is happening? Any other time, I'm doing God knows what else in the world. I'm not being intentional or focused or whatever. I don't have no problems. Nothing's lagging. Everything is smooth sailing. But now that I'm on this new path and I'm excited and I'm learning, I'm being met with all this resistance. And I don't like it. But it's teaching me, they say what the resistance is, because it's not, resistance isn't, when you get resistance, it doesn't mean you're being punished. It means you're doing something right. And it's the universe testing you to really be like, this is what you're asking for. Are you ready? Are you going to stay calm during these situations? How are you going to handle these moments to progress to the next level? Okay? Because I'm like, what the fuck was that? You know? So back to the resistance. Next thing you know, I'm trying to get logic. Next thing you know, my computer is saying I don't have enough space. Of course, it's something else. It's something else. If it ain't one thing, it's times 2 divided by 4, carried to 6, multiplied to 1. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally equation. So now I'm like questioning like the universe and then like myself and my intention and like my vibration and frequency. And I'm like, what is happening? Like, I'm literally just trying to be focused and I'm just trying to learn how to produce. And it feels like I can feel it in my spirit and like internally in my intuition, like I'm on the right path, like I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, like it's the start of something great. But I'm being met with so much resistance as if something doesn't want me to succeed that way. And I'm like, is it the universe? Is it a test? But then what I realized, it's growing moments. Every moment I experience resistance, it's a chance for me to grow. How am I going to handle this resistance? How am I going to react? Like, oh my God, I'm just trying to practice my piano, you know? But then I'm just like, how do I deal with these chaos moments? Because that's what resistance is. And it's all about how you handle them. So, okay, if I could wrap it all up, okay? Week 5 taught me, this week showed me I can't let fear run my story anymore. The more I believe, the more doors I open, and if they open with a little chaos first. Even if they open with a little chaos first. That's a wrap for week 5. I want to close this out saying, if you're watching this and going through resistance, keep going, okay? Keep going. The universe tests you right before it blesses you. My affirmation this week is, I am willing to see possibility instead of limitation. All right, y'all. Be back for week 6. Week 6 is, I'll tell ya, recovering a sense of abundance. See, I like that, abundance. See, now we're talking because we're talking about some money. I'll see you guys in week 6. Bye.